Hey guys, Radio MMA back here with another prediction video. This time we're talking UFC Fight Night 85 going down in Australia, and we're talking about Neil Magny taking on Hector Lombard. Okay guys, and Neil Magny has been on quite a roll. He's been very, very busy. He is 10 fights in the last 2 years. I think in 2015 he had 5 fights. 2014 he had 5 fights. Staying very, very busy. He has a 17-4 MMA record. He's 10-3 in the UFC. Now, one thing we're going to talk about in this fight is the huge reach advantage. He has an 80-inch reach. That's massive. Now, he's coming off his last 2 fights were both wins, back-to-back split decision victories. So very close decisions he got. And prior to that, he lost to Damian Maia at UFC 190. Okay, Hector Lombard. He's 34-4-2. He is 3-2-1 in the UFC. So he's had mixed results in the UFC. His last fight was against Josh Berkman at UFC 182. Prior to that, he defeated Jake Shields and Nate Marquardt. He got nailed on steroids after that fight against Josh Berkman, so it was ruled a no contest. But he's been on a bit of a roll. You know, he won his last 2 fights before Berkman, and then he defeated Berkman, but that was thrown out. Okay, so he's on a solid roll here. 71-inch reach advantage. Now, as I said, he got nailed for steroids, so he's been out for a year, little plus 15 months here, heading into this one. Will that play into the fight? You know, like I said, Neil Magny has had 10 fights in the last 2 years. Over that same time frame, Hector Lombard has had 2. That's a big difference. That's a huge difference here. Looking at the betting odds, we got Hector Lombard as the favorite at minus 135. Neil Magny at plus 105. Breaking this fight down, you know, if it's going to be a stand-up fight, which I think it will be, Neil is going to want to keep the distance. Obviously, he has close to a foot advantage arm reach. Like, that's massive. And obviously Hector wants to get in there, lay his hands on him, and knock him the F out. Probably in the first round if he can. Yeah, so it's really, this fight could go either way. It's a pick'em pretty much. Neil Magny plus 105. I'll lay it down on Neil Magny because he's really been able to pull out a lot of fights. I think if this goes past the first round, it is a huge advantage for Neil Magny in this fight. And that's my prediction. I'm taking Neil Magny over Hector Lombard. Just because the reach is a major factor. And also, Lombard hasn't been in the cage in 15 months. Now, that might not make that big of an issue, but the reason it is an issue in this fight, in my opinion, is because Neil Magny's just been so busy. He's going to feel so comfortable in that cage when he gets in there. I don't think it's going to feel the same for Hector Lombard. Okay, guys, thanks for checking out my video. I'll be back with more video predictions. And be sure to check out all my videos at www.radiomma.com. Thanks.